Hey guys, it's Brandon. As you can probably tell by the looking at my face, it is a hot one out here today. We're back out on Tuesday, same old, door knocking in the neighborhoods. However, the number of doors knocked is starting to slow down, but that's not a bad thing. The reason is because we have had so many Bible studies that have already been established and set up that we really aren't able to do much door knocking because we're spending all of our time in people's homes having a Bible study. And I'm out here in one of the neighborhoods that we've been door knocking. I was going to do a couple of things in this video. One of them is I was going to give you a little, just kind of a little tour of this neighborhood, let you kind of see what the area that we're in looks like. And then I'm going to show you another little something that might surprise you about mission work, an aspect of it that maybe you've never really thought about it before. So I want to take the camera off of me and just kind of pan around a little bit. And it's very, very bright and sunny out here today, so it's kind of hard. It's playing a lot of tricks on my camera. But this is just the neighborhood that we're in. Most of these homes in this neighborhood were built by the government, and they look like they were built by the government a very, very long time ago. It's kind of like a housing project in the United States, but the difference here is these. I've been in a lot of housing projects in the United States, and I've been in some bad ones in small towns like Pulaski and big cities like New Orleans. And I can tell you I've yet to see any of them that are in this condition. The people here do, for the most part, have electricity and running water, which is a plus over some of the places that we go. But they have very little else. The buildings are made almost entirely of concrete. No air conditioning, obviously, and very little food. They pretty much have what they need to survive every day. Very, very few luxuries. Yet, despite the fact they have very few luxuries, the family that we had the Bible study with yesterday, the family that all three obeyed the gospel, they invited us to sit with them and have a luxury, which was a cake that they had gotten at a bakery. And I don't know what you call it. They called it cut bread, is how it translated. It was kind of like a carrot cake. It was orange, but I'm going to tell you what, it was out of this world. But they were kind enough to show us that kind of hospitality, even though that was a real generosity for them. And anyway, we're outside right now. We got a Bible study going on inside in this house right here. But outside of this house, an aspect of mission work that maybe you haven't realized. You know that we're on the Y.E.S. campaign. That stands for Young Evangelistic Servants. And we have with us a team of roughly 50 people. But in that 50 people, probably half or a little more are middle school, high school, and college-age kids and teenagers. And you think, okay, well, what do those kids do? Well, for starters, a lot of those kids are out door knocking and handing out flyers and sending invitations. But I'm going to tell you what they're also doing. They're also conducting Bible studies on their own, which is really, really impressive, because a lot of these kids have never conducted a Bible study in the United States. So their first Bible study they ever hosted was right here in a foreign country where they don't even speak the language. You have to use a translator. But here's another thing that some of our young people are doing. While the studies are going on with mom and dad, a lot of times there are a lot of little kids in the house, and those little kids need to be entertained and occupied so that they're not a distraction to the study. And behind me, I'm going to show you, that's what's taking place right now. We've got Emily Williams, whose father is a preacher at the East Main congregation in Tupelo, Mississippi. And then Caleb Dunaway, who is a member of the Union Church of Christ in Summerville, Alabama, where Tom Larkin is their preacher. And they're also one of my personal supporters for the Latin American mission work. And then also you have my son Case, who is back there as well. And you can see they got three little girls out here that they're just they're teaching them patty cake games. They're teaching them a game now called Ninja that kids back home love to play. And just cutting up and having fun with the kids, keeping them occupied and distracted. So there's something for everybody on these campaigns. Whatever your skill, whatever your ability, whatever your desire, we can find something for you to do. So keep that in mind as you're considering going with us on a campaign. I hope these videos are helping to kind of alleviate your fears a little bit and just give you a picture of on the day-to-day what it looks like when we're out here on the campaign field. So start looking forward to next year. Start making your plans and preparations. Make sure you follow us at facebook.com/Latin American Missions. And if you're a Twitter user, follow us Our Twitter name is at LAM, that stands for Latin American Missions, at Lamb Forest Park. That's the name of the congregation that oversees the work, at Lamb Forest Park, LAMFORREST PARK on Twitter. So follow us and you'll get all our updates. You can keep up with our blogs, and also you can watch all of our videos. And I hope that next year, when I'm making this video, that that's going to be you in the background over my shoulder. Take care.